everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's the Raiders going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Leading the 3-0 Ravens onto the field is their quarterback, Joe Flacco, who in Week 3 to get them to 3-0 completed 21 straight passes, a Ravens record, one off tying the NFL record.
And they're back playing like Ravens again, right? Isn't that their buzz phrase? And John Harbaugh, their head coach, he's put together an extraordinary record of having this team consistent. A lot of injuries last year, including Joe Flacco. He's back. Steve Smith Sr. is back, and the Ravens are flying.
First carry for Justin Forsett. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea, because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
Flacco here on second down. Underneath, he hits Forsett. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Flacco gives to Forsett. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This Raider defense looks so improved in Week 3. Those first 2 weeks, Charles, and we went over this pregame, they gave up more yards in the first 2 weeks of the season since at least 1940.
How'd you like to be the staff member that delivered that stat to head coach Jack Del Rio?
I wouldn't have delivered it.
Not at all, right?
No.
You're talking about a guy who played really well as a linebacker in the NFL, has been a successful defensive coordinator, and now as a head coach with a defensive slant. No way that looked good to him. I bet he put in overtime with his defensive staff to get ready for last week's game. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jihad Ward, the rookie, taken to the 2nd round, in on the stop.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Flacco, surveying the field. Caught, Dennis Pitta. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early. And
they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to the ground attack now. This is for Sam. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll try to run with Forsett, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Well, this is Forsett. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And Justin Tucker, boy, he has been so good. Of course, he had the 54-yarder to win the game in Week 3. And now, Charles, the last 5 years, 13 go-ahead field goal makes for Tucker at either the fourth quarter or overtime, most in the league.
And they haven't all been chip shots. That's the thing about it. It's not just beating the pressure, but the distances that he's kicking field goals from. And let's face it, that helps an offense so much, gives him so much confidence to know that almost crossing midfield darn near puts you in field goal range to get you 3 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Murray. Not much room, only gets it to about the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Carr going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Carr to throw on 2nd down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Red zone opportunity. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs, in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler Roger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Janikowski, by the way, hit a 52-yarder in Week 3, and that gives him now 53 kicks made from over 50 yards, most ever in NFL history.
I remember when he came out of college, came out of Florida State. If you closed your eyes and listened to a number of people kicking the ball, you'd be able to pick his out. It's a different sound. The incredible thump to it. Not surprised he now holds the record. I think he broke Jason Hanson's, right?
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal career.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They start on the ground with 4 set. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back now at this first half of play. Both the Ravens and the Raiders have not had the best success throwing the football. It's a passing league, but these defenses have mostly been able to contain that today. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. About halfway through the second, Murray's wide open here on the catch, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Baltimore for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a run by Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They go with Murray again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
On play action, now Carr. He's got time. And there's a flag on the play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Making the forward pass, offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Hester. The beautiful fake. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They go play action here on first down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, this is Forsett. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And hauled in by Pittle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Holding, offense.
it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Second down following the run. Second down, Flacco now. Finding time. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it third down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They'll try and get it with Forsyth. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive in the third quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On third and long, it's Carr. And incomplete. incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, Hester. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The drive begins with a run by Forsett. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Forsett. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Carry on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On 1st down, Carr looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
Murray, the lone set back. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Janikowski bangs it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Flacco. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Setting to throw, Flacco. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hey, move, 45.
Flacco to throw. Underneath, he hits for Sam. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. The give from Flacco for Sam. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Pressure mounting. Flacco dumps it off to Forsan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So it's up now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from 55 yards out. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.